नमस्कार, मैं सीए मनमोहन जिंदल, registered valuer in security and financial services. Today we shall discuss on model code of conduct. So, as a registered valuer, we should have the ethics, and ethics consists principles, honesty, right, fairness in the dealing, moreover the responsibility of the assignment, conscience, choice, and we should have the honor and we have to work with dignity, creating values, integrity, moral, and overall the principles in our life for doing good. So, for the registered valuer exam, this is our syllabus. Model Code of Conduct under the company's Registered Valuer and Valuation Rules 2017. It is also notified by the MCA, and it is containing number one, professional competence and due independence and disclosure of interest, confidentiality, information management, gifts and hospitality, integrated fairness remuneration and cost, occupation, employability, and restrictions, business ethics. So, another is ethical considerations under terms of engagements. So it consists engagement letter, management representation, guidance on use of work of experts, independence and conflict of interest, quality of leave process of valuers, rights and responsibilities of valuers. So model code of conduct is bifurcated into 30 points, which are very, very important. In exam, a person may fetch 4 to 5 marks out of these 30 points. So it is divided into professional competence and due care, independence and disclosure of interest, confidentiality, information and management, gifts and hospitality, remuneration and cost, and occupation, employability and restriction. So first part is integrity and fairness. So a valuer shall in conduct of its business follow high standard of integrity and fairness in all his dealings with its client or other vendors. So here two words, high standards and clients are very, very important. They are just hidden in the line of the question and given under the options to choose. So मिलते जुलते word high standard, better standards, is likewise will be given into the exam, and you have to be asked that kindly complete the line. So a valuer shall maintain integrity by being honest, straightforward, and forthright in all professional relationships. So in this line, straightforward and forthright word is very, very important, and the question may come. A valuer shall endeavor to ensure that he provides true and adequate information and shall not misrepresent any facts or situation. So here, misrepresent is very, very important word, and this will be given into the options with the सिमिलर वर्ड्स मिलते जुलते वर्ड्स के साथ दिया जाएगा और उसमें से जो है चूज ए वैल्यूअर शैल रेफ्रेन अपने आप को रेफ्रेन करना है फ्रॉम बीइंग इन्वॉल्व इन एनी एक्शन दैट वुड बी डिसरिप्यूट टू द प्रोफेशन So this disrepute word is very, very important, and it has come repeatedly into the exam. A value shall keep public interest foremost while delivering its services. So here foremost word is very, very important. So another is professional competence and duty. In the first part of integrity, there are five parts. Sixth number is that a value shall render at all times high standard of service. High standard of service. So this word is very, very. Exercise due diligence, ensure proper care, and exercise independent professional judgment. So professional judgment word is very, very important when it comes into the options. Professional judgment, expert opinion, expert judgment, like that. A valuer shall carry out professional services in accordance with the relevant technical and professional standards. So technical and professional standard is very, very important in this line that may be specified from time to time. A valuer shall continuously maintain professional knowledge and skill to provide competent professional service based on up-to-date development in practice, prevailing regulations, guidelines, and so here maintaining the professional knowledge is important. In preparation of valuation report, a valuer shall not disclaim liability. So here not to disclaim word is very, very important, and question may come on this. Valuer shall not disclaim liability for his or its expertise or deny his duty of care except to the extent that assumptions are based on statements of fact provided by the company or its auditor or consultant or information available in public domain and not generated by the valuer. A valuer shall not carry out any instructions of the client insofar as they are incompatible with the requirements of integrity, objectivity, and independence. So, incompatible word is also important, and here sometimes objectivity is put into the options. A valuer shall carry clearly state to his client the services that he would be competent to provide and the services for which he would be relying on other valuers or professionals or for which the client can have a separate arrangement with other valuers. So the word professional is very, very important. Again, independence and disclosure of interest. A valuer shall act with objectivity. So objectivity word is very, very important in this para. In his professional dealings by ensuring that his decisions are made without the presence of bias. So this bias is also important. Conflict of interest, coercion, or undue influence of any party, whether directly connected to the valuation assignment or a valuer shall not take up an assignment if he or any of his relatives or associates is not independent in terms of association to the company. So it is also as per the Companies Act that where you are taking the assignment, you should not be indulged into the profit of the business. A valuer shall maintain complete independence in his professional relationship and shall conduct the valuation independent of external influence. He should not come under the pressure of the external influences. A valuer shall, wherever necessary, disclose to the clients possible sources of conflicts of duties and interest while providing unbiased services. So unbiased services is very, very important in this life. A valuer shall not deal in securities of any subject company after any time when he first becomes aware of the possibility of his association with the valuation, and in accordance with the Securities and Exchange Board of India prohibition of insider trading regulation 2015, or till the time the valuation report becomes public, whichever is earlier. So as soon as you know that you are going to associate with a company as a valuer, you should stop in trading of that shares of that company, and to be stopped up to the submission of the valuation report when it is becomes public, whichever is that. This line is very important. It is repeatedly come number of times in exam. A valuer shall not indulge in mandate snatching or offering convenience valuation in order to cater to a company or client's needs. एक क्वेश्चन तो इस लाइन में से पक्का ही है. An independent valuer, the valuer shall not charge success. This line is also important. Here, success fees remain missing and you have to choose from the options. In any fairness opinion or independent expert opinion submitted by valuer, if there has been a prior engagement in an unconnected transactions, the valuer shall declare the association with the company during the last 5 years. Now, confidentiality. A valuer shall not use or divulge. So here, divulge word is very important to other clients or any other party confidential information about the subject company. Here, subject is also important. Sometimes sad company or referred company, wise options may come in front of you. You have to choose subject company which has become to his knowledge without proper and specific authority, or unless there is a legal or professional right or duty to disclose. In confidentiality, only one point is there. Sometimes it comes like that. The option is given, this line is given, and the examinee is asked that from which section this line contains, and option may be given the confidentiality, integrity and fairness, objectivity, etc. etc. Information management. A valuer shall ensure that he maintains written contemporaneous records for any decision taken, the reasons for taking the decisions, and the information and evidence in support of such decisions. Means three things he has to maintain: written records, regions, and evidences. This shall be maintained so as to sufficiently enable a reasonable person to take a view on the appropriateness of his decisions or actions. A valuer shall appear, cooperate, and be available for inspections and investigations carried out by the authority, any person authorized by the authority, and registered values organization with which he is registered, or any other statutory body. A valuer shall provide all informations and records as may be required by the authority, the tribunal, appellate tribunal, registered valuer organization where you are registered as a registered valuer with which he is registered, or any other statutory body. A valuer, while respecting, respecting word is very important. Respecting the confidentiality, this line is very important. While respecting the confidentiality of the information acquired during the course of performance professional services, shall maintain proper working papers for a period of 3 years or such longer period as required in its contract for specific valuation for production before a regulatory authority or for a period. In the event of pending case before the tribunal or appellate tribunal, the record shall be maintained till the disposal of the case. So this line is very important. You have to learn that up to when you have to get the records of the valuation. Now, gifts and hospitality. A valuer or his relative shall not accept gifts or hospitality which undermine the effects of his independence and value. Here, relative is defined in clause 77 of section 2 of the Company Act. A valuer shall not offer gifts, yea, not to accept the gifts and not to offer the or hospitality or a financial or any other advantage to public servant or any other person due to obtain or retain work for himself, to obtain or retain an advantage in the conduct of profession for himself, remuneration and post. So that is a point, it is written here only. So that is remuneration and post is the main heading. A valuer shall provide services for remuneration which is charged in a transparent manner in a reasonable reflection of the work and necessarily properly undertaken and is not inconsistent with the applicable laws. A valuer shall not accept any fees or charges other than those which is disclosed in written contract. So fees should be in writing with the person to whom he would be renting. So that is also a point. Occupational employability and restrictions. I have to keep it in this separate slide. A valuer shall refrain from accepting too many assignments if he is likely to be able to devote adequate time to each of his assignments. A valuer shall not conduct business which is in the opinion of the authority of the registered valuer organization discredits. ये 30 point is very very important. Discredit the profession. ये line के ऊपर question आता है. Now, ethical consideration under terms of engagement. So here, the valuer to provide best possible services to the client, they neither contradict the laws of the state nor bring discredit to the profession of the valuation. The ethical principles must guide the valuer at all times are integrity, objectivity, competence, confidentiality, and profession. So this is for today. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you are free to ask me. I shall try my level best to provide the suitable answer. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. नमस्कार.